What's up, NZers?
Hi, and welcome back to another family reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out something that, gosh, I don't know, we must have done a lot of reactions to American food.
We love it.
And we love it, but apparently this is American food the rest of the world finds weird.
I bet you we won't find it weird though, because
I know. I bet there probably
we've
be
tried most of it.
one or two things that we probably will find pretty weird. Alright, so I wonder if there's going to be anything that we do actually find weird, but I mean, we do have a bit of we do have quite a wealth of knowledge now when it comes to American food.
We have some experience.
Yep, we know state favorites and state dishes and everything like that, but yeah, I wonder if there's going to be something strange.
Okay.
Let's do it.
When you were a kid, did you ever have that one friend in school who liked to experiment by mixing different foods together during lunch? That friend who mixed ketchup with mustard in the same dish with hot sauce, baked beans, and sloppy joes, simply because he found it funny? If you did, you probably dared him to eat it afterward, right? In all likelihood, he probably just stuck his tongue out at you and refused unless you offered him $5 to go through with it. Different combinations of food that don't make sense when put together often seem weird or gross to us. And what is construed as being gross differs across societies and around the world. What we think is delicious or disgusting is often subjective and depends largely on our culture, along with where and how we grew up. Every culture has their fair share of idiosyncrasies. This is especially true when it comes to food. Some examples of delicacies around the world include frog legs and escargot in France, which consists of snails on a platter. In Japan, you can enjoy some delicious wasp crackers and fish eyeballs. In Scotland, you can have your try at the popular dish known as haggis, which is basically a sheep's heart, liver, and lungs mixed with onions, oatmeal, and suet cooked inside the stomach. You can eat kangaroo if you visit Australia. People in Thailand eat grasshoppers seasoned with salt and pepper. Tastes like and let's not forget about China, where you can eat anything from duck's feet, scorpion, starfish, to even dog or cat. There are many more examples of unique foods around the world, but you get the idea. Most of what we've listed would be considered weird for most Americans. But what about American foods that gross out the rest of the world? Believe it or not, bread is one of the items that Americans eat, which grosses out the rest of the world.
Because it's so
Whether you buy a loaf of bread for sandwiches or buy buns for hamburgers and hot dogs, many cultures don't often turn to this item as a first choice. Yet Americans love their bread. In the southeastern United States, there's a breakfast food known as biscuits and gravy, which is basically that. Biscuits covered in gravy.
We tried that.
Here with the infographic show, we've employed many people from all over the world.
It was good, but I have to admit, it was weird.
Yeah, I liked it. It was
I liked it, but it was weird.
It was heavy,
who
though.
came up with an outlandish idea for a flavored pillowcase is from the state of South Carolina and swears by this meal, explaining that there's nothing she loves more than going to Waffle House and ordering herself some biscuits and gravy. She'll even eat it for dinner on occasion.
Wow.
We're gonna try that.
Makes the biscuits soft and moist, which makes it good to eat.
Waffle House.
She even adds butter to her biscuits despite the gravy already being on it. This combination perplexes a lot of people throughout the rest of the country and around the world. Gravy, for most people, is probably best served as a dinner topping, not a breakfast one. Another peculiar southern dish mixing a typical dinner item with a breakfast one includes chicken and waffles. Our South Carolinian says that if you visit the South and don't order this, you're missing out. It's considered almost a rite of passage for every true Southerner. Sure, it may sound gross at first, she says, but once you try it, y'all will wonder why you never thought of it before. If you like chicken and you like waffles, eating them together just makes sense. It satisfies your craving for both dinner and breakfast on a single platter, which is just bliss. She claims she's not the only one, and pretty much everyone she knows in her region loves the stuff. The main problem with this dish, however, is having to make the choice of whether to use the gravy or syrup as a topping. Either one is a possibility, but it's probably safe to assume that most people around the world, and even in other parts of the United States, prefer keeping these two meals separate. Next, corn dogs. If you've ever been to a state fair in the United States, odds are you've purchased one or two of these. For observers in most other countries, the concept of a deep-fried hot dog on a stick would sound pretty weird and perhaps even gross. We admit that saying what it is out loud does sound a little disgusting. Yet many Americans go crazy for a good corn dog. A food that confounds a lot of people is grits. Even the name doesn't sound all that appetizing. If you don't know what grits are, you're not alone. It's essentially a corn-based porridge made of coarse cornmeal. Once again, this is mainly a southern dish, so we consulted our favorite southern writer who says that she's grown up eating the stuff. She claims that if you live in the South and have never tried grits, people look at you with surprise on their faces. She loves to eat grits as a side with her breakfast, and a popular dish in her area includes shrimp and grits. She says it's not as gross as it sounds, but it may be an acquired taste for those who just aren't used to it. Given her affinity for these foods, one can't help but wonder how she managed to avoid obesity. Nevertheless, people from other places around the world would probably think the texture of grits is too odd for consumption. Okay,
I'm a big
picked on
texture
our
guy,
southern
so-
dweller enough for now. So we'll redirect our attention to a dish served on the opposite end of the country, in the southwestern side of the United States. That is southern fried rattlesnake. Yeah,
What?
you heard that right. It's said to taste like frog's legs. The meat is often boiled off the bones before dipping in an egg yolk covered in salt, flour, and breadcrumbs. It's a deep-fried meal that grosses out a lot of people who aren't used to it. A more widespread delicacy around the United States is the Hershey's chocolate bar. To many Americans,
into that.
Hershey's chocolate tastes incredible, and odds are that if you have a
not
girlfriend, she's probably sent you out on an errand or two to pick up some for her at some point. People from outside the United States, however, surprisingly report the brand as pretty poor excuse for chocolate. They complain that it has a tangy flavor and that it's too sweet. Nevertheless, many Americans continue to love it.
I mean,
and we
Europeans
don't
are
think
the
this
best in the
will
world
change
at chocolate.
anytime soon. Our next dish on this list is meatloaf. It may seem
Oh.
unsurprising for those of us who were forced to eat it as kids whenever we paid a visit to Grandma's house. Like grits, the name in itself does not sound too appealing. You may have a friend or family member who manages to make a delicious version of the stuff, but for many of us, the 3 words, "eat your meatloaf," grinds our ears. A popular sandwich in America that's considered really weird
Tried that
across
one.
other
Oh.
countries
So
is
good.
that of peanut butter and jelly.
That's
Many people in
good.
the
So
United
good.
States grew up eating this as children, and some of us still enjoy consuming it as adults, especially when we don't feel like cooking. It's a very simple meal. You just take 2 slices of bread, slap some peanut butter on one and jelly on the other, and then crush the 2 pieces together into a delicious sandwich. For people in other countries, however, the combination of peanut butter and jelly seems nasty. They complain that the
That's
flavors
peanut butter
should
and
not
jam
mix
for us.
together.
Yeah.
And
we
many
don't
are
get
even
jelly.
more unimpressed with the choice of white bread that most Americans choose. Yet it continues to be a common childhood favorite. So what else is common in America but weird everywhere else? Believe it or not, Pop-Tarts make the list. It's another one of those quick meals that many Americans love. All you have to do is take it out of the package, pop it in the toaster, and it's ready to eat. People in other countries, however, view this popular snack to being so sweet that it's sickening. The crust tastes almost like cardboard to them, and the sugar and frosting go way overboard for their taste buds to handle. We'll go ahead and wrap up our list with root beer and sweet potato casserole. Other people around the world complain that root beer tastes too much like a bizarre combination of licorice and wintergreen, though it's actually made from the bark of the sassafras tree. Also perplexing to people
Surprised they
around the
didn't
world
say
is that many Americans enjoy root beer floats, a combination of the
Oh,
drink
yeah.
with vanilla ice cream.
We tried
For
that, it
those
was
who
good.
enjoy sweet
Yeah.
potato casserole, you might be interested to learn
Good
that
time.
other cultures think it's revolting. People in other countries point out that sweet potatoes already taste sweet, so why add more sugar to them and cover them with marshmallows? Needless to say, it sounds pretty gross to those who were unfamiliar with it.
It was
Do
really
you
good.
agree
It
with
was
our
good.
list? Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments. And check out this brand new channel called I Am.
Wow.
Have to say, before we started our journey here, we'd tried none of those things.
I know.
I know.
And then we tried most of them.
And now we've tried, all
But
but 2.
I knew there'd be one.
Yeah, they had to be.
The snake.
Well, and the shrimp and grits.
The shrimp and grits is middle ground, but the
Yeah.
snake is just
I
like...
don't think I'm going to try snake.
No.
No offense.
I am.
Actual.
Yeah, and when we go to Paris, I'm going to try the snails.
Frogs.
The
And the
skill.
frog legs.
She'll try everything.
Not the frog legs, but I'll try the snails.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I'd rather try
okay.
frog legs than
Yeah,
snails.
me too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nom, nom. I feel like the snails would be like chewy and tough.
But
Yeah.
like the frog legs will be all like, that just remind me of eating something like slimy.
It'd be like a...
Not snail.
And it seems to
Yeah,
be, it will
weird
be like
chicken one.
crunchy
Yeah.
because there's no meat on a frog leg. It will just be bone. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like a chicken one.
Chicken wing.
no one eats the bone on a chicken wing.
No, but eat the meat.
Fried frog legs.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed that one, make sure you smash the like button and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and let us know down in the comments, are there any foods that
They missed.
that they missed on the list that you think are weird, or maybe that you just have like a household dish that you guys have in your house that is weird.
That we need to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us know down in the comments a
Yeah.
weird dish that you guys eat, and also if you want to check us out on Patreon, the link is down in the description, and if you want to check out our merch, make sure
Yeah.
you go and check that out. The link is down in the description as well, and also check us out on Instagram. And
Follow my business.
follow your business.
Yes.
She's making bracelets, people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm also
check it
going to
out.
start making rings and necklaces, so stay tuned.
Ooh, Instagram. And we love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!